What in the world is going on with immigration case processing times? Friends, things have slowed down. You've heard me talk about it in other videos. And for you out there who may have filed paperwork with the government and you're waiting to hear back, you of yourself know that something is going on, something's wrong. So let's talk about that in this video. Stay tuned. Friends, thanks so much for watching this video and for subscribing to McBean Immigration Law TV. If you have not yet already done so, go ahead and subscribe, and then also be sure to hit that notification bell so that you will be the first to get notice of these videos that come out from my office each week about really important topics around immigration. And so subscribe and share this video with others because folks out there need good information. So let's just get right to it. We know from practice, right? When I say we, I mean lawyers, but you of yourself know as well that things have slowed down. And what is going on? The government is taking much longer to process the I-130 family petitions, the naturalization application, the N-400, the adjustment of status application. We're seeing this pretty much across the board, right? Meaning that it's not just one or two offices, USCIS offices, that are just taking longer to process petitions and applications than other offices. No, really what's happening is more on a system level. It's a systemic problem. And a few months ago, actually, AILA, the American Immigration Lawyers Association, of which I'm a member, as you guys probably know that already, AILA did a study just recently, in fact, that looked at the case processing times and compared more recent trends with previous years. And what AILA is finding, and we're going to go through that just in a few minutes, or we're going to get to that shortly. What AILA is finding is that across the board, things have slowed down. And we don't know the real reason why things have slowed down. I mean, certainly we know that newer policies that have been coming out of the Trump administration have made the problem worse, has slowed things down even more significantly than previous administrations and previous years. But we don't know really what's going on behind the scenes on an agency level that's really causing all of this to slow down. One may think, well, they've slowed down simply because they're receiving more applications, right? That's what you would think, but that's actually not what AILA found. So let's just go right into the data. So here's what AILA found. AILA has found in their January 30th, 2019 study that the overall average case processing time surged by 46% over the past 2 fiscal years. The other thing that AILA found in its report is that USCIS processed 94% of its forms more slowly in fiscal year 2018 than in fiscal year 2014. And right now, the USCIS has a backlog, a net backlog exceeding 2.3 million cases. So what does that mean? It means cases are delayed. People like you, right? Human beings, families who are trying to immigrate to the United States, or you may be here and you're trying to get a green card or citizenship, you're finding that you're waiting longer than you should. And so the reason for that is because USCIS is processing cases more slowly today than it did 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years ago. The more recent policies, like policies to issue notice to appear in court, and all of those other the denial policy that came out last summer, just a number of things that came out in the recent year or two actually, have really exacerbated this problem. What else does this report says? Earlier, I said that you would think that the reason for the slowdown is because the agency is slammed. It's receiving more applications and petitions than it did in previous years. But that's not the case. What AILA has found is that even though that the volume of those case receipts, the volume of those receipts have actually declined while the case processing times increased. So you have this imbalance going on here. So it's not because the agency is slammed with more petitions. And actually, anecdotally, that's what I thought, right? That's what I thought it was the initial problem, with respect to the agency, that, once President Trump became president, more people feared, and they do, I see them every day. They fear immigration enforcement tactics. And so they hurry up and they try to apply for a benefit, and therefore the agency is slammed, and it's caused, this backlog and things to slow down. But that's not what's happened. That is not the issue. The receipts of case submissions, meaning people who are filing for a benefit, have actually declined, and yet the case processing times have increased. Further, just recently, as a matter of fact, on May 13th, 36 U.S. senators on Capitol Hill got together and they wrote a nice little letter to the agency indicating that they are very concerned about the processing times and that it's impacting families, it's impacting U.S. businesses, because workers are also impacted by this. And so this letter was just submitted to the agency by 36 U.S. senators. So friends, I'm going to do more videos on case processing times. As the information becomes available to me, I will share it with you, because you're asking me on a fairly regular basis on YouTube and on Facebook and even on Instagram, what is going on? Why is it taking so long? Why am I waiting so long? And so now you kind of have a sense of what's going on behind the scenes. The agency has slowed down, and it's a historical slowdown. It's a historical issue that AILA has looked at here in its recent study. And so stay tuned, friends, as I talk a little bit more about case processing times. Thanks very much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.